Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Distant Stars in our Dynastic Divinity series. Quick note, channel related as I jump in to this episode. As I like to say on the channel, I have two audiences. I have my live audience, the people that are watching these episodes as they come out daily. That's a lot of new subscribers and people who are excited about Distant Stars. So thank you guys for those of you who have subscribed and are following along. And there's also the, regular viewers who are just, here doing it every day. But in addition to that, I've got the backlog audience. If you're a member of the live audience, we're going to have 2 episodes today because we didn't have one yesterday. I had time set aside for some thesis work yesterday. That was my main priority. And then I set aside some channel time. And what ended up taking up all of that and then some was some testing I mentioned, I believe, in the last episode for Civilization 6 and the content that's coming for that game on the channel. So anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and quickly note that we will have 2 episodes today. Look for another one to come out probably about 30 minutes to an hour after this one drops. So for those of you across the pond who watch these later at night, don't get mad if you finish watching one and then another one pops up right when it's time to go to bed. I'm not doing it to you on purpose. I'm just trying to make it up to you. So we are looking at the Rimic system, which is going to be one of our best resource producers in the coming turns. But one thing I would like to do at the beginning of this episode, before anything else, literally anything else, we are just going to let some minerals pile in, and we're going to fully reinforce Task Force Marasma. Mainly because I don't really need it for any immediate fights. We've got to take out these mining drones here. But I would like to
the spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I would like to have them, I'm going to pause for a second while I explain this, have them fully built up to where the Ogunolix destroyers are least likely to decide that they want to take a piece of me, or take a bite out of me, look for a piece of me, that they want a piece of me, etc. So we just finished our X-ray laser research. Curator Archaeology Lab is available to us. Is that a European spelling of archaeology, by the way? Here, I'll show you what I mean. There's no A. So I'm guessing that's just a more modern spelling that I'm not familiar with. I mean, unless my brain is having the biggest just flub in the history of brain flubs, I thought archaeology had an A between the H and the E. So maybe it's just a different way of spelling it that I, after 30 years of life, have managed not to discover. So yeah, we're not going to spend any minerals. Again, we're going to wait on that button. Just curious about that. I really don't know for sure. Okay, we have a few. You know what? I need to get. I didn't realize the Shinnik system hadn't been taken yet. I will send a construction ship to head that direction. We need to try and get that before anyone else does. But the minerals will first go to cruisers, specifically 3 more. We should be able to build one in about 10 days.
Construction complete.
There's one. See, I may go ahead and build that outpost in Shinnik. That's not going to be that. That's not going to slow us down that much, and I really want that system, just as a matter of principle, to defend against these guys. We've got a construction ship on the way. The HSV Livendor never made it all the way to TBR 234 to study the anomalies surrounding it. The ship, along with science. Along with science officer Sukradig Denbadir and its crew, blinked out of existence as it was navigating the debris field, and then reappeared minutes later. Sukradig Denbadir reports that they found themselves briefly in some extra-dimensional space. External viewports revealed that they were surrounded by countless ships of alien design suspended in a seemingly endless void. Before the crew could get their bearings, the vision abruptly faded and they found themselves back in regular space. However, roughly half the crew are missing. Science officer Sukradig Denbadir speculates that they may have been selectively trapped by some unknowable mechanism in that strange space. So that scientist just got some experience for that. But, so that's basically going to... Hang on, what are you doing right now? Nothing in particular? Is there anything you can be doing? Just auto explore, please. That's going to dictate whether or not we run into the... Or it's going to strongly influence, I think, whether or not we run into the Unbidden as an endgame threat. And do we want the Unbidden as an endgame threat? That's an interesting question, right? I really am not sure if I want to do that or not. I have given the order for the Shinnik base to be built, because we can't wait.
The
We
spirits
cannot
have
wait.
granted us new wisdom.
The missing members of the HSV Livendor's crew, thought lost to the Dimensional Rift, have reappeared. They hailed us from aboard an unknown vessel, not entirely dissimilar to our own science ships, idling close to where the HSV Livendor originally experienced the dimensional disturbance. They claim to remember nothing of their time outside our dimension, aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wish for nothing but to return to service under Science Officer Surgudid and Badir and intend to surrender their ship to Ornathi authorities. I could say very well, and we get we get a new science ship, and we get possibly the Unbidden later on in the game. Or we say the safety of the Ornathi people hinges on their destruction. Tell you what, there are still some endgame scenarios that I haven't encountered yet, and the Unbidden we have encountered on the channel. So I'm going to say the safety of the Ornathi people hinges on their destruction.
Evading heretics.
I will go ahead and do that. So we have this little group here that says From Beyond, and I'm going to go ahead and pay them a visit with Task Force Marasma. We have a good amount of energy credits. We finished our railgun research. That's good. I like the idea of having level 3 missiles, but I also like the idea of having mineral processing set up so we can have the Nebula Refinery, which has been in the plans for a while. Actually, I didn't realize we didn't already have that tech, so let's get that taken care of. Alright. Yeah, again, we need to... I'm saving all minerals, aside from the minerals I needed for Shinnik. For reinforcements. Aha! New tradition. The amount we contribute towards the Federation naval capacity counts for twice as much. Our unity output is increased by 5% per member of our Federation, up to a maximum of 30%. Okay, not really using those too much at the moment. We might later on, but at the moment, not a concern. Okay, that's done. Let's reinforce again, and I have a science ship that is auto-exploring. There's no debris. Interesting. No debris whatsoever. Really? None? Makes me nervous. No debris. We have room for a lot of new stations. That's good to see.
The spirits have granted us new
we got a trade offer that I completely missed. So what did they offer? That's... Where's the Grotnaploran Interplanetary Combine? Oh, it's these guys. We have a non-aggression pact with them, which is good. I would like to have a vassal sometime soonish. Some of these nearby territories, like the Bokasharan Covenant or possibly the Gyroid, we might be able to subjugate them. They are going to be pretty small compared to us once we're done with all of this. So we'll take a look at that as a possibility. But for now, all right, so the archaeology lab has been added. That's no longer something you put on science ships. It just goes on your ships automatically because there are no longer blueprints for science ships. It took a little getting used to when they made that change, I will admit. We are still modifying the Ornathi. It's going to take 12 months for that to finish up. Task Force Marasma. Again, we have some upgrades waiting, but we have 2 more cruisers that need to build, and that's what I want done with my mineral income, period.
Construction complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Okay, the Gyroid Sovereign Territories has laid claim to the Shinnik system. Big frickin' surprise. Let me tell you, I'm just shocked. See, I want to do this. There's so many things that need to be done right now that are income related. Alright, Nebula Refinery, that's good. We'll be able to do that soon. Tell Dark Crystals, do I have any in my territory? I don't think I do. I would see them if I did. That's the way the system works now. But I would still like to go ahead and research that because that's 7 months. And that'll be done. That's not bad at all. Theklock Nation has declared Oginalok's destroyers their rival. Okay. So that should automatically predispose them to want to deal with us a little bit more. Yeah, you can see that some of the other empires are starting to show as superior to us. Non-aggression pact invitation. Yep. They accepted it. Almost there. Fleet's already at full strength. That's a lie. Or did I already order the... I guess I already ordered the final cruiser. Not bad. All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead and just upgrade the fleet. And let's also double check to make sure that those upgrades are using the latest weaponry and such. Also need to look at defense platform designs momentarily, but... Okay, well, that's good. And we still have lots of resources left over, so let's see. Let's start with Old Oren. We can go ahead and upgrade to the maximum capital building there. And then can I still upgrade? No, not quite. But I can go ahead... Oh, just kidding. Can't do that either. Let's wait 10 days, and then that will no longer be an issue. There we go. Also, that will need to be a Betharian power plant before long. Not that I need help with my energy situation. Good lord. All right, diplomatic grants. I want to continue... Well, I need to save the influence for now, because I'm not making a lot. I mean, I am, but I still need to expand rapidly in my current situation. Okay, so I will go ahead and send Task Force Marasma after the mining drones. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I guess the upgrades hadn't gone through yet. That's fine. I'm not terribly worried about it. Okay, we do not, of course, have that resource. Aldar polishing. This is one of the new resources that was added. So we don't have any of these in our territory, but we could research these now so that when we found them, we would be able to use them. Now we're mainly using, I would like one that gives me better armor, if I happen upon that resource. 10 months until we're done modifying our leader experience gain. Go ahead and upgrade that. We're receiving a transmission from the independent space station of the Murugan Merchant Guild. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Interesting. Well met. Now, we need to get along with the Murugan as well. So, let's say that we want to trade for minerals, and we're actually gonna do the opposite of what we're doing with the other one. So it's gonna kind of balance out in a weird way. But the point is that we're getting relationship points with each of them. And that's the main benefit. Actually, I think what it'll do is it balances out to where we're basically losing 10 of each of our incomes. That's all. Okay. So, Rig and Spice grants fire rate. Oh, really? Is that new? That seems new. And army damage plus 10%. That's pretty nice. But then again, Zuragel, I think, is the one that I really want right now. Yeah, habitability plus 10. Is it worth it? Is it worth reading? I mean, you guys have heard this on the channel a few times, but if you're newer or if you haven't seen this before... By purchasing this product, you agree that ZeroCorp cannot be held responsible for any adverse effects that may result from its use, including but not limited to skin irritation, psychotic episodes, ocular discoloration, aggressive mutation, increased colonist suicide rates, precognitive trances, biosphere depletion, dangerous strangelet production, micro black hole generation, grain elevator explosions, societal collapse, mass extinction events, unexpected supernova detonations, the complete or partial destruction of your star nation, sudden gamma ray bursts, time travel paradoxes, vacuum metastability events, universal entropy, the collapse of the space-time continuum, ... Yeah. I love that. Way too much not to read it. Okay. Let's very quickly... Ooh. Need to upgrade that. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can probably do... We haven't done a Paradise Dome here yet either. Good to know. So let's put you up here. And we'll give you a Paradise Dome right away. I'll probably let these tiles that are combination tiles focus on the minerals. Seems like a good idea to me. And you... Do we already have a... yeah, we do. We already have a gene clinic. So let's just do a science lab there. Same thing here. Mining network. And then when this upgrade is done, which has been purchased, we'll put a Betharian power plant there. We are doing really well on our energy like altogether. We still have some things to build to take full advantage of it, but we're doing really, really well. Plasma thrower. Okay. So now what? We've got advanced combat rolls, probably the best idea. Or proton launchers if I want different types of torpedoes. Let's go ahead and go for advanced combat rolls, and let's double check. Okay, 6 months until we're done with the modification project. All right, we have a lot of influence, so let me go ahead and use it to establish a few new stations. Task Force Marasma is on the way. Okay, so you're going to give me communications. Let's say agree, because now people that we haven't met before will get influence from them as well, or we will get influence from people we haven't met before. So we have met the United Avarian Confederacy. Interesting. Greetings from the United Avarian Confederacy. Other erudite explorers, so egalitarian, xenophile, and materialist. These guys they don't look friendly, but they could be friendly. Chancellor Iora Umkoa is our elected representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology and by studying the alien cultures we encounter as we explore the galaxy. So far, we are not running into any of my other races, which makes me sad, but they might still be around. We just have to look for them. I was really hoping by now we'd find them, though. Praise be the divine for this meeting. Looks like we got double. And the United Alvothari Empire. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Interesting. All right, evangelizing zealots. Now, these guys, they're evangelizing zealots, but they're fanatic spiritualists. So we might get along with them. We'll see. They're also feudal, which is hilarious to me. So very similar, but they're xenophobes, so they're opposite to us in that regard. But they're starfish, so they're adorable. I speak on behalf of the United Alvothari Empire and come with a message for your depraved species. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Emperor Voroth I, with reverence, there may yet be peace between our nations. Lovers' friendship set to music. Okay, so we got lots of influence from that. I could do some edicts, I could have more mineral production, I could... Honestly, that's tempting. But that would be... Let's go ahead and do the diplomatic grants. Let's get that back. And I'm not going to... I'm not going to get a big, influence-heavy edict going right after that happened. That just feels too exploitative for me of that particular bug. And I don't want to do that in a YouTube series. So, sorry. That's the way it's going to go. But we are... So, it looks like we're done here. Did I not order you to build some research stations? I thought I did. Okay. We still have lots of building to do. Greetings, patron Virpim1. We have recently been forced to scrap most of our technical equipment due to a major malfunction. Would the materials and scrap be of use to you by chance? We can salvage the materials and get 500 minerals, or we can get 50 influence. Well, the game just gave me a bunch of influence, so I would rather have the minerals. Please and thank you.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Orders. Oh, when did I meet the next continuum? Evidently, I met the next continuum not too long ago. They are ancient caretakers. These guys are going to be like High Dominion. They're going to give me orders and tell me to do stuff, and it's going to be really annoying. So I might have to... thankfully, they're a good ways away from us. But I might have to deal with them later on, so I don't have to put up with their nonsense. Or if I do have to put up with their nonsense, I'll definitely have to deal with them. Let's see. Swarmer missiles, robots. Not going to do robots. Energy weapon damage might be a good idea. Mining Network 3 could be the best idea. Let's go ahead and do that. And we are 3 months away from the finishing of that project. We are about done locking down our territory, thankfully. It's hard to believe because it's been a long time coming. But we're about done. I'm upgrading my main colony buildings at the moment.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
Generally a good time to do that. Are we now? Okay, so we've got this new colony started in Mushroom. We have completed the modification of the Ornathi species. Now, Since we had a colony ship out, that means we will have my least favorite feature in the game, and yes, I know there are ways around it, and it's just making sure that you don't colonize while this is happening. But, we do have... Oh, actually, no, we don't. We're good. They all got modified appropriately, so maybe they fixed that in the newest build. If they did, I would love them forever, because that was an obnoxious feature. So yeah, usually there would be like a few stragglers because we had a colony starting, or maybe it happens only once the colony is like underway here, as you can see. The colony establishment process is underway. So we've eliminated the slow learners trait, and now all of our leaders will level up faster. Very good to see. We need to do that upgrade, but that's not quite done yet. We'll go ahead and let that finish.
Construction complete.
And then we will have what we need to build a Betharian power plant. Also, that pop is almost done growing there. Alright, Betharian power plant there. Upgrade the mining plant there. Also, let me go ahead and upgrade these 2 farms. Okay, so Task Force Marasma is taking their sweet time. What's this? Alright, so somebody left the gene clinic behind on Old Orin. Capacity overload edict has expired. Let's go ahead and get that back, because that's kind of helping us at the moment. That's one of the reasons our energy has been so awesome, I guess. Let's see, can I build a... Let's do a visitor center out on this blank tile.
Construction complete.
Upgrade the mine. And we have a number of new upgrades to do. Okay, let's watch this combat, shall we? This is the first time we've seen the fleet with cruisers advance. Also, weapons are slightly more advanced than the last time we took the fleet out for a spin. So this is going well. Alright, good. The large ship's already gone. Doesn't look like we've lost any ships. That's the benefit of shields, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so those guys have been dealt with. Let's take out the station now. And if I have a science ship in the area, it would be very nice if they could... Let's see. Closest science ship is this one. They're a good ways away, actually. So it's the, they're in the Asterian system, the HSV Wimdur. Through hard work and experience, Admiral Berem den Adazga has developed new skills. Oh, gale speed, very nice. That's good to see. All right, so tell you what. Come build... Well, first of all, I want you to... I'm control clicking, so this is the second to first thing that I want them to do. But the first thing I want them to do, second to first, does that count if you're staying second to first instead of second to last? It's just, I'm talking about a queue, so that's why the language came out of my mouth. Let's see, research projects in system. Yep, that's what's going to be at the very front. And yeah, capacity overload is in the process of being... You're going to do upgrades in Ablopus. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the research station did get built there. Don't know what happened with that, but it did get built. Let's get those research stations built. We could use a little boost in our physics research. And then we will need to do more here soon, but that engineering boost could come in quite handy. So I want to prioritize the colonization of Julau. Let's go to speed 3. Oh, wow. Okay. I will upgrade you. And you. Engineering is where we need the most help right now, so I'm focusing on any that I'd notice need upgrades.
Construction complete.
Okay, now that we've got our fleet built up, we're finally going to start to see minerals come in a little bit more frequently. Let's get the Sacred Nexus built.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
The Krithakan Dynastic Union. Ah! These guys are fighting now. Interesting.
Construction complete.
Did we just lose? Okay, good. We didn't lose the one that I had just sent. But a scientist out here just passed away. Looks like it would be best to recruit a new one, and I've got the resources to do it, so... Ooh. Nothing really great, though. Hang on. We've got a computing, statecraft, and industry project going at the moment. Yeah, you know what? I will go ahead and recruit Pudrig Den Harak to be the new researcher. That way there's a match there, at least for 10 months. And then we'll let the more experienced science officer take control of that science ship. Go back to Auto Explorer, please. And thank you. Build that starbase. Okay, we do officially have some... Which ore is that? Aurelium ore. That will improve our shield hit points. Nice. That's good to see. Also, that's a decent amount of minerals there. And we have even more systems that are inside the nebula.
Construction complete.
Recycling campaign edict has expired. Easily fixed. Okay, so a lot of expansion and not a lot of time to do it. Also, we are 27 minutes into this episode, so I will go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, now that we're finally done taking care of those guys in Real Somot, I guess that's how you pronounce that, we are going to continue expanding in this direction as quickly as possible. That's where we have, like, the most opportunities. Also, I forgot about this megastructure. This is the, yeah, that's the ruined ring world, so we'll be able to bring that into our territory before long. And then within an episode or two, it looks like we're going to have our territory locked down, and it'll just be a matter of internal expansion, getting the colonies going. We might have to do a little bit of sector management, and then we'll think about maybe turning these guys into vassals, which could potentially kickstart our feudal abilities. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.